All right, guys, thank you for joining us on episode 3 of the I-5 Sports Ride. And today, we got a special guest. Brier, why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
What's up, everybody? My name is Brier Atkinson. I work for the Seattle Mariners right now, currently within their sales department as a client development associate.
Look at you, big stuff, man. Brier was a navigator with us for the Mariners last year, but he decided to leave us for the big job with the big, making the big bucks up there now. So it is what it is.
Big bucks.
Yeah, big bucks. So, boys, Brier, I was telling Mitchell last week that I kind of want to go on a rant to start off this show. All right. So you guys saw the rumors that Russell Wilson was supposedly about to be traded to the Browns, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
First of all, that's straight bull crap. Okay, there's no way that's true.
It was a first-round pick, though.
There's no way. I see no way that both sides is stupid in that scenario if it's true. Why we would send Russell for the number 1 overall pick, and why the Browns would decline it?
Was that Myles Garrett too?
No, it was Baker.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd much rather have Baker Mayfield. Woo.
Stupid. So stupid both sides if it was true. Okay. All right. Second, anyone who ever says that we'd be better off without Russell Wilson and they want someone else are probably the stupidest people to walk this planet, guys.
I wouldn't say better off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But here, let me give you this.
No.
No. Listen. Like, people, I saw the tweet about Pete Carroll went in 2012 to try and recruit Peyton Manning to come in, and we saved ourselves there and blah, blah, that we didn't even get him and all that stuff. I get that we got a quarterback for the longer term, but, like, if we would have got Peyton Manning for, like, 2012 and 2013, I think we would have been just fine. Like, Peyton Manning's pretty phenomenal,
okay,
too.
I'm talking more, like, recent years, okay? Like Super Bowl and after, okay? So
if we get Peyton Manning, do you anticipate us winning the Super Bowl when we face the Broncos? Like, if we were in that exact same
Broncos wouldn't be in that scenario, though. Broncos wouldn't be there. But you think Peyton Manning with that defense.
Right.
But Peyton Manning with our defense would have been, like, would have been lights out. It's game over.
All right. Yeah. That's in the past, all right? I'm talking, like, within the last, like, 3 years, okay? Because I had people telling me in the draft, for the draft a couple of years ago, that they wanted us to trade Russ for the number 1 pick to draft Kyler Murray. I think that is probably the stupidest thing I've heard, like, ever.
I'd agree with that.
Listen, guys. Mitch, I see your face. Like, you're thinking, like, oh, no, maybe. Like, here's the thing. Like, when you have an established quarterback, you keep him for good. Especially a star like Russ. You do not get rid of him, okay? Because you know how many teams, like, go through quarterback after quarterback after quarterback not finding their guy? Why would we ever take that shot? People are dumb.
Oh, I agree with that statement. But, I mean, like, to say that Russell Wilson is, like, this god of football, I wouldn't quite go to that. But I totally agree with we've already established Russ has put in his years with us and we're solid with him, so stay with him and all that stuff. But, like, at the beginning of his career, if it was like, hey, do you keep Russ or do you, like, trade him in for Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray is intriguing. I don't know if I would go for a Kyler Murray, though. But, like, if we, like, in 2012, if somebody told me, hey, would you rather have Peyton Manning signed out of free agency or draft Russell Wilson? I'm going Peyton.
That's such a different, that's so different, though. That's such a different situation, though.
But, like,
because I would debate that, too, because we don't know. That's the same thing as saying, like, would you rather have Kyler Murray that draft or Russell Wilson? You take the established quarterback who will help you win then, rather than drafting because Russ could have easily been, like, a nobody. Like,
I feel you on that. But, like,
do you get a Kyler Murray without already establishing a Russell Wilson? Like, I feel like Russell Wilson was the path to Kyler Murray. Like, that's why Kyler Murray is so exciting.
Yeah. Besides that point, I'm just putting down, like, Russ versus Kyler that year. Okay, because then also was Mahomes a year before that? Was that 2 years ago?
Mahomes was a year before that. Okay. But if I remember correctly, there is another quarterback that was in that draft that I'm going to go ahead and say it. I would take right now.
In Murray's draft?
Or no, in the 2008 draft.
Deshaun Watson. What? 2000.
or 2018. Sorry, not
Okay.
2008.
Like,
Is that not Lamar Jackson year?
It is.
Lamar Jackson.
Give me, take him.
Really.
So you would straight up trade Lamar Jackson over and give Russell Wilson over?
You're insane. Like right now, or like that year during the draft. Okay, right now. Okay, but now we know. Now we know Lamar is good. Okay, now we know. But back then,
I take it in the draft. I take it in the draft.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't know anything about. You didn't know Lamar was going to be MVP.
Nope.
You would have taken Lamar.
I felt good about Lamar out of it.
Bro, see, that's
no,
that's
because
exactly what I'm talking about. You're wanting to take a random chance on Lamar Jackson over sticking with Russ.
It wasn't random though. He put up numbers.
He could easily been a
as
bust,
a running
though.
back.
He put up numbers with his arms too, and people didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, no, he did.
But look at Russ in his college career.
Mitchell Trubisky put up numbers in college, and look at him.
But he wouldn't have fit our scheme. Our offensive style would not have fit Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, it wouldn't really fit Lamar either.
You tell me that Russell Wilson doesn't take 3 drop steps and panic every single time and run out of the pocket anyways?
I mean, that's not really a scheme, though. That's just like
that basically
what it is.
The lack of like how we got it.
The lack of offensive lineman that we get makes me think it is a scheme.
Yeah. It's like, why put any money to our offensive line when Russell Wilson's just going to avoid any defensive end or lineman that comes through the line?
With Lamar, you're going to like change your offense for Lamar. So we got to change the offense for him.
Lamar on a rookie contract too. That's 30 mil. That's 30 mil of cap space right there for a Russell prototype. With now an extended of like 6 or 7 more years. That if he works out, you've now. I think that's a game. Like I'm throwing the dice. That's a gamble I'm taking.
So do you take that gamble because he's younger and already at an elite level, and it's because like you had Russell Wilson for what now 6-7 years, and it's like okay, like how many years does he have left? And so you're looking at the age aspect of it.
And how many years does he have left with the hits that he takes too?
But in the draft, Lamar wasn't at elite level yet. He was a shot in the dark.
Correct. It would be a gamble and a half if they would have done it and gone for like a Lamar or something like that. But like it would be a much sure bet if it was like, hey, established right now, are we going to do it for all that stuff? But I mean, I don't know. I just like having money.
Yeah. I say you give Russell 3 more years and then you bring in somebody to learn from him. I'm all about getting like, especially like with these elite running backs and quarterbacks and skill players, like bringing somebody to learn from them when they're starting, like when they're just after their peak, and then seamless transition.
I feel it, like a Jordan Love kind of situation. Exactly. I feel it, but be on better terms so that people don't think that you're pushing them out the door.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot. But like when you got Russell in your prime, you don't spend draft picks on, you don't trade him, and you don't spend draft picks on quarterbacks.
I would have definitely, if I was to pull the trigger on that, it would have to be way more than just that pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, if you're like in love with someone, then like you're okay with it. And I guess you were in love with Lamar that draft.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. The only problem is like if you do take Lamar, like you almost waste his NFL career because there's no way he's going to beat Russell Wilson out, and now he's just.
But are you saying we trade Russ in that situation?
Russ. No, but I'm saying Russ. if you take somebody like Lamar to learn from Russ, but Russ is like, I'm not going anywhere. He just keeps having elite levels.
Right.
It's like
he's trade bait. He's Jimmy G trade bait.
But then you trade either one of them. Yeah, like if Lamar's like proven to be the dude that you want him to be, then you trade Russ and you get rid of the salary, you get some draft picks on stuff. Or if Lamar's not proven to be the guy, nobody knows that, and you just ship him out.
It's just Russ is such an elite talent that like it's hard to do that. And you saw what happened with the Packers. What's going to happen with the Packers this year? There's just going to be just crap going on in that locker room with those two, and
it's bad. It'll be a little bit of a trickle down, but
yeah. All right, let's touch quick on Quinton Dunbar and that whole situation. Stupid.
Oh, dude, I was literally so excited for him too, because I think he was like this second ranked cornerback last year out of the slot or something like that. Mm-hmm. So he was gonna fit in perfectly with us. We just got him, and then, dude, seriously, like you don't have anything to do, so you just go out and rob somebody.
Do you think it's like with the history of the NFL, like some things like this sometimes don't take effect within the game? Like, do you think it'll honestly play out to where he doesn't play?
I think he'll play.
Yeah, I think he'll play, especially with the reports coming out now that they actually said that they willingly turned themselves in and all stuff. And I thought I saw a report too that said that they actually weren't even part of it. They're just going to be like an accessory to a crime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so the NFL will probably just give a nice little one of those.
And there's witnesses saying that Dunbar didn't do anything either.
The witness is Pete Carroll. He knows we need him.
We do. We do need him.
The defense is staying behind him too. Like they're supporting him for sure.
But why? Okay, why you're this NFL player making millions? Why even put yourself in this situation? I will never understand why so many NFL players get in trouble because you have it all made. You have it made.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I mean, NFL, MLB, NBA hockey, like people make mistakes. Like I think if you talk to him, I mean, obviously he's gonna have the candid answer of, "Oh, it's never gonna happen again. I should have put myself in that situation." But like, maybe he just, we don't know.
It's just like if I was in that position, I wouldn't go near anything like that ever, and just stay as clean as possible because I got it made for years, man, and like to put that at jeopardy at all, it's just like why?
Well, it's probably like their lifestyle choice. Like they decided to go have this super luxurious lifestyle, and like they need more money to keep up with it, kind of thing. Like like the whole 50-50 thing that's coming out with the MLB, and like Trevor Bauer is a really big component on Twitter about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's talking about how, dude, just because $1 million in your lifestyle would be a huge difference maker doesn't mean that it's a huge difference maker in my lifestyle.
Oh yeah,
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Well, and so many professional athletes go broke. Yeah, I mean, shortly after they retire, because it's just like they want to keep up this lavish lifestyle, but are no longer getting these multi-million-dollar contracts.
Right.
So they blow it all, and then it's like, okay, now you got to resort to, freaking like ads on commercials of trucks and more trucks.
Have you guys
Tell them
watched?
the Bone sent you.
Have you guys watched that 30 for 30 like called Broke?
No, I haven't.
You guys need to watch that. It's great.
Good. That's next on my list. Now that I finished Survivor.
Oh, did you finish the whole thing?
Tony.
Dude,
oh man,
nuts, insane.
I love Tony.
That was such a good season.
Loved it.
Yeah. Did you like the spy nest?
Loved it.
Loved
every second of it.
So good.
See, the bad thing about you is since like you got the spy nest, but you didn't get the evolution up to the spy nest. It's just good.
I got a little snippet throughout it, but I feel you on that.
Okay. All right. You guys ready to do the drawing?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. If you guys didn't watch last week, we did a giveaway for an Amazon gift card where we had a trivia question and people answered.
I thought about answering, but I was like, nah, like come on.
Okay, so let's.
It'd be weird if our guest won.
Okay.
Right.
So share screen. Boom. All right. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. Can we get a drum roll, guys? I can barely even hear that. It's just like quiet pats. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And
who is it? It's slowing down.
JB!
Uncle Jibs, let's go.
Jibs, let's go.
That's so great.
That works out well because JP was the only one to bring up the point because Brooks and I had a little bit of a discrepancy about this.
Yep.
Because he told me the Los Angeles Chargers or San Diego Chargers or whatever you would say, because we played him in all the names, that they were the sole person with 26 wins against. But I had it on my website that the 49ers and the Raiders were also up there. So we were really confused. So we just went with the Chargers. But JB made the point that we have a win against both the 49ers and the Raiders in the preseason. So that's why it showed up on mine and not his.
Or was it postseason?
It was preseason.
Preseason.
So that's why it wouldn't show up on most of them because nobody cares about preseason. So JB pointed out there's 3 of them. Exactly, right? It's these 4 little inter squad scrimmages basically where you see people that are going to get cut in 2 weeks.
I think he said postseason.
Was it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Good job, Uncle Jim.
Congrats, JB, man. Congrats. All right. So
I love how we all just got super hyped. Like, yeah.
And we're going to do these giveaways some more. Probably do it next week or a couple weeks. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, JB,
Give
if you're
people
JB, if you're watching, we'll I guess just text you.
Yeah.
Text your
Stay
number,
updated
so-
with us if you're watching, because
Yeah.
that was an easy $20 that JB just got.
Easy moolah.
Yeah.
And there are only 5 people in this drawing. Let's get more people in the drawings next time for sure. So
Yeah.
remember,
And I'd like to personally
apologize.
apologize to my dad. Sorry, Dad.
Listen all the way through. Listen for that trivia question.
I'm just gonna
and
go
you guys
underneath
can
an
get these
alias, so they're like, "Oh, who's this?"
Yeah.
Like,
All right, guys. So let's get on to the kind of focus of this episode, and that's some NFL uniforms. All right, it's been kind of slow. It's been we got the jerseys on. It's been kind of a slow sport week, so we decided to focus on some NFL unis. Okay, so we are going to
Everybody
go.
loves uniforms.
So we are going to go through all the new uniforms that got released this offseason, which there have been a lot. There's been 7 of them. And we're going to play a little game that we like to call up at T-Mobile Park called Flashy or Trashy. It's a fan favorite, all right? So
love it.
So let's start off, boys. So we got the new Atlanta Falcons uniforms. What we got? Come on.
Mitchell, you want to start?
I'll start with this one. See, I'm going to go with like a flashy and a trashy, because I think that the regular jerseys that we're looking at, so like the Matt Ryan and whoever those people are, I think that Calvin Ridley and whoever the 45 is.
Yep.
Look, I think those are pretty solid. Those are a nice, clean, sharp look to it. But that faded jersey on that D tackle, whoever that is, hate it.
Really?
So what are you going with? Like, what's the overall consensus here?
I'm gonna have to go with trashy, because they're wearing those gradients all the time.
Okay.
I'm going to go on the opposite side of it. I'm giving this 100% flashy.
What?
Okay, first off, I love the text of just the ATL. Like that with the numbers are like super clean. And to me, the gradient when they're wearing black pants, solid. If you put the gradient jersey on with the white bottoms, trashy, like throw that away.
It's like Neapolitan sandwich.
Yeah, no, it's just terrible.
All right.
But if you wear that on a black bottom, 100% flashy. Love it. Love it.
Trashy. Absolute trash, man. Okay. Okay.
Love it.
They look like the longest yard, the
mean machine.
The mean machine.
Mean machine.
First of all, the ATL is way too big. All right, that's like a college thing.
No.
Put the big name across the chest. That looks awful. The numbers look terrible. Okay, awful. They're trying to be way too modern. The piping down the side, awful. It's just overall, I'm a fan of like just kind of like classic jerseys, like classic looks. Awful. The new ones are awful. They should have went with the Dirty Bird unis, permanent. You know what I'm saying? Those are great. The throwbacks are great.
I like the modern.
They should have stick with them. Yeah, you're definitely in the minority that one because everyone hates them.
I like them.
All right. Yeah.
What we got next?
I think they're just better than like half the other league. Like
no, they're terrible. They are god awful.
Half the league's just
the gradient. Oh, don't even get me started about the gradient. Okay. All right. The Bucks, baby. I'll start with them. Flashy, absolute flashy. I'm gonna
give it a flashy strictly because Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. Like,
hey, we're not grading on players. We're grading on just the units. So we can't.
I'm just saying with them in it, flashy.
Dude, flashy for 2 words. Mike Allstott.
Dude, yes.
That's all I think about when I look at these is just somebody, this big old white burly dude is just going to run over 5 people on the way to the end zone.
Yo, my team growing up was the Bucks, and like I loved that 2002 Super Bowl team. Like I can name so many players on a team. I watched that Super Bowl documentary so much, and this was the unis they did it in, and just it brings me back, man. I love the pewter. I love that color, especially the helmets. The helmets are sick. Oh, yeah. It looks clean, like all white, and then the white on the pewter pants. That looks great too. Like, big fan of these.
Out for
big flashy. Come on.
Look out for Tampa Bay this year, fellas.
Tampa Bay.
All right, next. The Colts.
So I just don't. I'm gonna give trashy. They're clean, but it's like, are they really even that different? Like
the numbers change.
Like why?
The numbers change.
It's just like I don't care. It's always like, oh, these jerseys
it's a cool font though.
different font. I'm like,
it gives me a cowboy a feel to it, like a colt. It looks like it should be a horseshoe. So I like the update of the font, but they just didn't do anything with it. Like, why do a jersey change if you're not going to
Well, they didn't really even hype this up. It kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I was scrolling through Twitter one day, and something like, "Oh, Colts got unis." I'm like, "Did they?"
True.
But I didn't really see. I didn't really see any like. I didn't really see them hyping it up. Be like, "Oh, like March 10th, we're getting new unis." Like, this guy just came out of nowhere, and I think it's cool because like the Colts are kind of just like that traditional team where like they shouldn't change anything. Like the blue and white's clean. Like it's classic. It's good. Like, okay, I'll give it a flashy, man. Like I like the number change. It gives it a little extra flair to it. I dig it.
I'm doing trashy because you know how many people are gonna have to buy new jerseys now.
oh
That's trashy.
That's probably the reason why they changed it.
And that's exactly why. That's trashy.
Yeah. Briar, would you give it trashy?
I gave it trashy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Not much to talk about there. The Patriots.
Is that the Patriots or is that the Guardians from the XFL? Can't tell.
Yeah, I'm a trashy on this one, boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I'm with trashy.
It's like, I don't know, the stripes, like the stripes on the jerseys. That's what they added. That's a new thing. They don't look like they're meant to be there. Like they're kind of just like they threw them on there and they look kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like they're patched on.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna go for a run at night and they needed to get like some safety tape on them so it would be reflective and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, like the silver helmets. There's no other silver on the jerseys now. So just kind of like
like not even an outline or anything.
Yeah, so just like that looks kind of out of place now, and I don't know. Yeah.
Patriots need some matte white helmets.
Yeah, I'm saying white helmets with the current logo. That'd be fire.
And this was the time for a massive overhaul. Like you just Tom moves on, and I know it's only one player ball, but that's a whole like franchise brand basically. It's leaving.
Yeah.
Rebrand.
That would have been smart for sure. Yeah, yep, trashy for sure. Yeah. We're all trashy?
Yeah.
Trashy.
Is that the first one we all agreed on?
No, we agreed on the last one too.
No, we didn't. I said flashy.
Brooks had a flashy.
I said flashy.
Oh, well, those of us that matter cared.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, flashy. These are
flashy.
Fire.
I've been waiting for the baby blues to come back. It's just, I love it.
I want a Chargers jersey just because of this now.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd get, but like they're sick.
It's just
I don't know how I'd get either.
The baby blues running with LaDainian Tomlinson.
I know. Sure. I feel that, and all the variations. Like,
oh yeah.
I think what does it for me is the yellow pants. Man, those are just sweet.
they stand out. I love them.
I love the numbers.
Yeah, I absolutely love the navy with the not filled in lightning. Just the line, like the outline of it. Cool. I love it.
Dude, yeah, they got two color rush unis.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
They got the special treatment.
I want some baby blue pants coming back though. I want a full baby blue.
I don't think they ever had baby blue pants.
They didn't?
No, it was always
I feel like I remember putting baby blue pants on in Madden and just
maybe.
It's great.
Trash or flashies can be.
Yeah.
Are the Browns still even in the NFL?
They are. Let me start this one. I'm going to go with a big fat trashy. You want to know why I'm going to go with a big fat trashy?
Why, Mitch?
Because they've been trash for years, and this is paying homage to them being trash. Like these are the jerseys that I think of when I think of absolute garbage Browns. Yeah. Like I will give it that it is a Peyton Hillis kind of thing, and Peyton Hillis was just like Mike Allstott, and I loved it. But like they never did anything in these jerseys. Why would you go back? Well, this is basically going back.
Okay, wait. This was their jerseys, like their whole franchise. Like this isn't just like the bad years.
But which of us that are still alive think of the good years when we see these jerseys?
Yeah.
Come on. What about what was their quarterback's name in the 80s? Bernie was it Kosar? Wasn't Kosar?
Bernie cut?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. What about those days? Come on.
Nope. Nah. I literally wasn't even close to being alive.
See,
the only good thing that's happened to the Browns lately, my boy Danny Shelton, and then he moved on to the Patriots and got a ring in his very
Your
first
boy Danny
season.
Shelton, that's a dog. That's your boy?
a dog.
That's it.
That's what I like to hear.
That's a dog.
That's an Auburn Trojan.
And a
That's
dog.
what that is.
And a dog.
The only good thing about you, Deb.
Boys, I'm flashy on this one. I like him.
No.
I think because the last ones were so bad that I think that makes these ones even more flashy to me.
Isn't the all brown basically the same one that they had?
No, that's their color. So they kept the same color rush, but their main ones are completely different. Where like
Gotcha.
they went back to what they had before, pretty much.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. I like them. I think, you know me. I like the traditional look, and I think the white, brown, and orange look good together. And the only thing that would have made them better if they had a white face mask. I think that would have been clean.
That would have been dope.
That would.
I would have given it a flashy just because the
white face mask looks so good.
I could see that.
Wait, Brian, were you trashy in this one?
Trashy.
Man, disagree with you guys in like the last two.
Good. It's about time we disagree.
Last one. The newest reveal.
Love the helmets. I know there was a huge uproar on social media about the helmets coming out, and they're like, okay, like, I absolutely love them. I think it's great. I think it's great.
So you're giving are you giving the whole thing flashy
blue,
or?
Yeah, giving the whole thing flashy. I love the helmets, and I love the blue and yellow combination that we see there on the left. It's great. And then the all white with just those single yellow strip down the side of the pant. I'm down for it.
All right, let's.
It is not white.
It's bone.
It's bone.
It's whatever. Bone. It's freaking white.
Guys, I know this looks white on my screen right now. It is not white. It's like an off.
It's like an
white
off
beige.
thing.
Like it's awful. It's terrible.
No,
I'm down for it.
Sweet.
I mean, you can even see on the right. So you got the yellow stripe, but then you got the white. They actually have like a white stripe next to it. Like you can kind of see there on the leg that it's not white. But I'm down for it.
They blew this. They could have made these great, and they blew it. They put gradient on the numbers. When is it ever a good idea to put gradient on something? Please tell me. Tell me.
Okay. So I don't know if it's a little bit of the Kelso in me that just loves the blue and gold, but I think the gradient on the numbers looks sweet. Like, first of all, whenever they play the Seahawks this year, it's not going to matter because that's going to be covered in brown or green because they're going to be in the ground the whole time. But
if they play on turf,
the bone, it still rubs off. Watch.
It doesn't.
The bone color, the fact that they called the color bone in general is sweet. But I just love that little bit of off-white because you can wear it whenever you want because it doesn't matter if they have a white, whatever. Like, it's just, no, these are crisp, and I'm giving it a flashy.
I'm giving this a big, fat, trashy. Awful. They're terrible.
Oh.
Hater.
Yeah.
You feel like you guys
Why you
like
just
all
want
the
to
ones
hate
that
on
were
everybody,
awful?
Brooks? Come on, man. Just sprint.
No, I love them.
Peace, love, and
I love
positivity.
'em.
All right. Well, that's the end of that one. All right. Stop share. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So we were going to talk about.
Looked when it was all.
I know. I had to trim for my interview today, so.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Got the clean shave going. Myself like a freaking afro going.
All right, that's where you put a hat on.
Exactly.
Mode.
Yeah. What we're gonna talk about next? Oh yeah. What teams do we think need to rebrand?
Yep. I think the first one off the top of my mind, and off of this list that I have in front of me, is the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I'm not feeling the jerseys that they have right now, and I think that they could do so much more with a Bengal in general. I think they can do like the tiger stripes on the helmet are cool and all. Yeah, that's awesome, whatever. But like maybe even flip it, do the orange with the black stripes. Like that would be cool because that's actually how it is and all that stuff, and flip it on everything. But like once again, like I talk about, just because it's one person, but like Joe Burrow is supposed to be their future, you gotta like take it with them, rebrand some stuff. And I personally think they should come out with some Joe Exotic alternate jerseys.
Be great.
Everybody has a mullet connected to their helmet too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'd buy that.
I would buy that real quick.
Yeah, with the Bengals, let's like They have too much piping on their jersey, and piping's like so like 2005.
Yeah, and it's like thin little piping too. Like
Yeah,
dumb.
and the jerseys too. The jerseys have like big piping on them too. I feel like.
Yeah, the shoulders are the tiger stripes too, which kind of run down.
The color rush, your color rush unis, the all white ones. Those are sick.
Those are smooth.
Yeah,
I think going a little bit less of stuff happening on their jerseys, but
Yeah.
still keeping the theme to it would be really cool.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, first thing the team that pops in my head, probably the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals need to rebrand bad. Their away unis, the ones with like the big red piping on them, those are so outdated. They need something new, and I think they could definitely like kind of combine like their old unis, like the ones from like when Emmitt Smith was there for like a year. Those ones, I think they could do something really cool with those and make him more modern looking while keeping kind of that like traditional look.
Yeah, I feel that. They're all blacks though are slick.
All blacks are sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Love the
They
all
are
black.
slick.
That makes no sense because like they have no black on their helmet at all. Like just like I don't know.
The eye of the cardinal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Come on.
That's a primary team color.
Exactly. I would say, kind of going along with this whole like you're moving away from almost like you're the face of the franchise. I think the Carolina Panthers need to kind of shape that up.
I was gonna say that one next.
Going with like Cam Newton's out, it's also the same. It's like this is the best time to totally rebrand. Like they're not going to be good. They're going to have a couple down years, rebrand, start going up strong, and if you can pull off a nice uni and just kind of get fans at least buying in and staying in, I think. I mean that's the best that they're going to do for the next at least 2 years before they establish.
Yeah, and they haven't even had a rebrand since they came into the league in like what 96.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Teddy Bridgewater though. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him.
Big fan of Teddy, but like him by himself is not going to like turn that team around.
But he's not by himself. He's got McCaffrey. That's going to be a pretty good duo in the backfield.
He was undefeated with the Saints last year.
I would love to be not be mistaken, but like I would love to be wrong and say that Teddy like finally kind of hits his stride with the team and stays, but I just don't see it happening. At least not right away. I think they need more of a weapon.
They're going to draft a quarterback next year because they're going to go like 5-11 this year. And
yeah, I could see that.
I don't see Teddy. I don't see Teddy like no. They're going to purposely take. I just don't see Teddy taking them to the playoffs.
Well, it's not going to be Teddy. Shaq Thompson's going to put the whole defense on his back and carry those puppies to the Super Bowl.
Go Dogs. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Yeah.
No, but could you imagine if they tanked and purposely like went for Lawrence out of Clemson?
That would be kind of that would him and McCaffrey in the backfield would be.
That's what the Patriots are doing.
No, the Patriots are too good of a team, like too good of a team, too good of a franchise to tank something like that.
I agree, but Brooks is sold on this idea.
I don't know if they're tanking, but I think they're just going to be really bad.
I think they're going to surprise us.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're going to be like great. I don't even think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think that they're going to be.
I don't know. There's a few teams I think are going to be really bad too. So I don't know. I think Lawrence can end up anywhere between like Redskins, Jaguars. I don't know.
What about the Las Vegas Raiders?
They're gonna be okay.
No. I mean jersey wise.
Don't change it, man.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Now would have been the time to change.
Right, you're not the Oakland Raiders anymore. Like as much as you want to be.
But they were the LA Raiders before Oakland, and they didn't change.
I will give you that. But I just feel like they could make it even better. Like not that they need a change, but I think they can make it even like just tougher. Like right.
How then?
I don't know. A lot more black. I don't know.
No.
Black helmets though. Helmets.
No. You can't change the Raiders. Those are too iconic. You can't change the black and silver. Can't.
I'm gonna come up with a concept and I'm gonna make it and
I'll bring it to. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
And you're gonna be like, yeah.
That's right. We're gonna let's all pick a team and we're all gonna draw our concepts of the unis.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with the Bengals. Raiders would be way too hard. I'm going with the Bengals.
I'll go Cardinals. Right?
Yeah, the Bengals would have been. Bro, you better do a Joe Exotic like alternate. I'll go with the Panthers.
All right.
I'll take Carolina.
All right, guys. So we're running out of time on the Zoom call. So any last words to the people, boys?
Go Cougs.
Oh, you were never coming on the show again. Never.
Yeah, it was great having you.
It was great having Brier. Yeah, I might not even post that after this.
He's just like he cuts it out. Just
we're scratching it. We're scratching it. Yeah,
that's hilarious. No, I'm super pumped. This is week 3. Our biggest goal for you, our viewers, is to continue to stay consistent, post every week, be able to have stuff on there. We want to get more subscribers, so make sure that you're following along with us because our next hint, our next giveaway might have to do with some subscribers. And also, if you're just like, man, they've done so much football and all that stuff. Next week we got a pretty fun one kind of lined up, and Brooks came up with a really good idea, so we're pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, and comment below, guys, what team, which of the new jerseys you guys think is the coolest, if they're flashy or trashy, and what teams do you think need to rebrand? So let's get the comments rolling. Let's get some interactions with us, and
we want to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys comment, we're going to interact back. We want to hear, and we might feature some of your guys' opinions or something on the next podcast.
Yep. And of course,
probably not though.
Yep. Of course, follow all of us on socials. Follow at i5 Sports Ride on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
And thank you, Brier, for being with us this week.
Big shout
Thank
out
you
to
having me
Brier
on.
for joining
Appreciate
us.
that. It's been fun. It was fun.
All right, guys. Take care. See you guys next week.